Hello traders, and welcome to this video. This is going to be a weekly outlook video for the instruments S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. So let's start from the Nasdaq. Before we even talk about the Nasdaq, let's talk about what the economic calendar is up to. So I have just checked, and according to my rules and regulations that guide me when it comes to the economic calendar, I can see that I have a rather clear week except for Tuesday, which I know there's going to be some CPI news. So generally moving into the week, I know that Tuesday is going to be there's going to be high volatility news coming in. So if I'm going to be in any trade, I'd want to, maybe sit out and maybe wait for the news to engage. Or if by then I'm going to be in a setup, maybe might have already like scaled out stop loss to break even, and so on and so forth. So when it comes to economic calendar, all it is that it gives me a roadmap to see where price or the market, or what news are going to affect the market, or what kind of news are coming in as volatility drivers. So after that, the road ahead is much clear. So let's get into the US 100 outlook, and I'm just going to start from my daily time frame as usual. As you can see, price has been in a consolidative state for the past few weeks, the past few days, and that is all I need to understand at this point. But moving into Wednesday last week, we saw this sweep of liquidity below this old low right here, and then we had this kind of reaction where we swept that low, engaged that low. That becomes a form of manipulation, and then we had this close bullish, strong bullish movement to the upside, giving us a daily change in state of delivery right there, right at the 50% dealing range level. As you can see, the opening price of that down close candle is in line with that 50% dealing range level. That is information giving us bullish indications, as well as we did have this balanced price range over here. This was sell side delivery, now we had buy side delivery, so now this becomes a balanced price range. So I'd want to see price being held at this point if we want to attack all this resting buy side liquidity in form of low resistance liquidity run. Okay, so that's on a daily, and we already have an idea of what might happen into the markets. So at the daily, change in state of delivery is a good sign. The sweep of that low right there is also a very good sign. I love the close that we had. We swept and then closed back up. So moving on into the 4 hour probably. Here is just all about adding confluence. Okay, so we can see the last series of down close candles, we had that sweep, we had that close above. Look at where that the series of down close candles, that order block, the opening price in line with the 25 dealing range level. That is what I love to see. Okay, we also have a very clean market maker buy model in play, if that is what is going to be playing about. So we can safely assume that this is buy side of the curve, and we have already gotten the confirmation that price or the algorithm is seeking all this buy side liquidity. In fact, we do have very clean equal highs at the top, so this can be a very good target to target at this point. Okay, but I'm looking at this as the ultimate, the all-time highs as the ultimate target. Okay, so that is a very clear way to look at the market. As you can see, last week when we closed, we had already closed above this series of down close candles. That becomes another very good indication that price wants to hunt buy side liquidity, and we are sweeping old lows. Okay, looking at the US 500, it's basically the same thing, and on this one it's clearer because it seems to be the stronger pair. We have that change in state of delivery right there, that order block. Okay, we see price retesting that level right there. We also see price as well as rebalancing this fair value gap right here and reacting off the premium high of that fair value gap. That is good. That's a good indication of bullish price action. Another thing is we've already gotten a change in state on a daily time frame as well, and then now we are looking for these highs as our ultimate targets as well. Just to add more to that, this bullish candle right here is a breaker block as well, as you can see, price is reacting off those levels. So even just by looking at US 500 on a daily time frame, you can get a very, very clear sign, or you can get clear signs of bullish PA playing out to this all-time highs over here. So that's what I would want to see. I love how we are sweeping liquidity and then closing back above. Sweeping liquidity, closing back above down close candles. That is what I love to see in price at this point. Okay, so that is what is playing about, and that is generally what I would want to see. So basically, I can say that I am net long. I have been net long, but just to be cautious, I'd say that right now the best thing you can do is hunt for the lowest hanging fruits. Okay, lowest hanging fruit, you're good, because again, as I've seen in price is teasing liquidity so much, so it's better to just be on the safer side and just once you get that 1:2, 1:3 lowest hanging fruit, you're good. Move stop loss to break even, and then maybe leave runners to do the most when it comes to like hunting all this um, buy side liquidity in form of low resistance liquidity run. But basically, just look for 1:2, 1:3, you're good, and then use proper risk management. Okay. Maybe something else to add, but this is a bit more advanced. I can see, I want to look at this fair value gap that is nested just at this 50 DRT level and then extend out that in time. I want to see that reaction of, I want to see how price has been interacting with that level right there, that fair value gap, that PDRA that is nested at that 50 DRT level. As you can see, we are respecting that consequent encroachment. We are leaving the discount low of that fair value gap open, and then we are closing above the series of down close candles. This is a good indication. Also, we are closing above the 50 DRT level on this time frame. On the 4 hour, we have closed above that 50. Okay, that is also a good indication. All right. Just to add flesh or more confluence, can see how the 50% or the equilibrium level of this dealing range we are closing above on a daily time frame. Okay, remember we had that change in state of delivery right there, and we are closing above that 50% level. And that is basically all you need to know. All you need to understand about price is just looking at how price or the algorithm is interacting with the levels of liquidity and levels of inefficiencies. Remember, the algorithm does two main things, which is rebalance inefficiencies and hunt liquidity. But we also said it will generate liquidity and it is going to rebalance price back to equilibrium. So once you have locked in on those four functions of the algorithm, the rest is so simple. Okay, so I hope this helps. I hope this will be informative. And so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.